If this is your first time at a Russell Quant mystery launch, welcome. I'm very happy that you're here. I hope you enjoy this evening and come back again. For many of you, this is now your second, third, and for a lot of you, fourth time. And I think that's just so terrific of all of you. A couple of weeks ago, I had sent a note to the McNallys to thank them for the support that they give my books in all of their stores. And Paul McNally wrote me back and he said, "Your books hardly need support, especially in Saskatoon." And that's a comment about all of you folks. So not only do you make this a fun and exciting evening for me to be at, but you really affect the perception of the book. So I really want to thank you for that. And then, you know, just all the other folks that you and I always see when we walk into the store, the people behind the counter, the people who work the floors. And it always amazes me how much they know about books and how much they know about authors, to the extent where, on the rare occasion, they even recognize someone like me. Now, Herb tells me I probably should stop walking in like this. Now, even though it was late July, part of me still expected to deplane in a winter tundra environment with growling polar bears and tusky walruses in a not too far off distance. Instead, it was a beautiful day. The temperature in the comfortable teens with dazzling sun reflecting brightly off the water we just crossed. The Hummer that awaited us tried hard to look rough and tough in a rough and tough environment with roll bars and some dirt and dust caked to its underbelly, but it was still a Hummer. My host and I climbed in and off we went. We didn't have far to go. Obviously, the airstrip had been built for convenience by whoever owned the property. And in this case, convenience meant, build me a place to land my plane that's not too far away from my humongous Cedar Lodge getaway home, perched attractively over an Arctic river valley. Now, I've always thought that getaway homes are ironic in general, but people who can afford them really have little to get away from.
Okay, well, no one has quite done that before. Okay, I know her. Everything's okay. She pays like a nickel every second.
It is Friday, time to think about the weekend. With a look at what's up in the arts this week in Saskatchewan, here's Brittany Robinson.
Everyone loves a good mystery, and a Saskatoon man is winning fans right around the world for his whodunits. But his hero is not your traditional crime fighter.
Build me a place to land my plane that's not too far away from my humongous Cedar Lodge getaway home, perched attractively over an Arctic river valley.
Mystery and intrigue with a Saskatchewan twist. In many ways, the adventures of Russell Quant reflect the story of the man who created him.
A seed propagated by one of those fellows from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
7 years ago, Anthony Bidulka was a chartered accountant. He never thought he'd be here, reading in front of a packed house.
Likes his religion more than I do, but that's okay.
I was turning a certain age when one sort of tends to look at your life and evaluate it and look at goals. And I decided that when I'm 85, if I look back on my life and hadn't just tried to write, I would be disappointed in myself. So I decided I needed to do it.
Bidulka decided to write what he knows, and Russell Quant, private investigator, was born.
Russell is probably, I like to say he is the first and probably only half Ukrainian, half Irish, gay, ex-cop, ex-farm boy, Saskatchewan PI being written about today anywhere.
Eventually realized that those fears are unfounded, irrational.
Bidulka's one of a very few authors writing gay mystery. He says he enjoys writing about a gay character who's proud of his sexuality. But Bidulka says his books are about mystery, not sex.
I persevered and entered. Welcome to Pigdom Come. There's very little sexual content in a Russell Quant mystery book. If you were to count the number of pages where there's anything even closely related to it, it's very minimal.
And then your kids were neighbors with the neighbors' kids, and on and on.
Stain of the Berry is the fourth in the Russell Quant series. Like his other novels, this mystery begins in Saskatoon, an investigation that leads Quant to the Arctic, Vancouver, and Moose Jaw.
I slid open the door of the first barn.
These fans can hardly wait to see where their favorite PI will go next.
So I've been waiting a year very desperately. I got a copy in my hands on Saturday night and I had it done by Sunday.
The characters are exciting and they're mysterious and they're funny, and you never know what's going to happen, and it's just a lot of fun to read.
John, appreciate it. Peggy, Amy, how are ya?
Bidulka says his fans are the reason Russell Quant exists.
I want to go find all these places.
And the reason Bidulka got the opportunity to find his true calling.
And it wasn't until I started to write full-time that I realized this is what I was looking for. So to have a day where I wake up in the morning and my job is to write, my job is to be creative, is one of the most amazing things to me.
Hello, how are ya?
And you'll be happy to know, fans of the Russell Quant series, there's a new book coming out. It's just been sent off to the publishers. Now here's